Hi, my name is Mónica Madrigal from Barcelona City Council, Barcelona Activa. I'm head of the Business Landing Service in Barcelona Activa and one of the persons involved in the Barcelona International Welcome Desk. Nice to see you here.
Hello. First, we're going to explain the welcome desk. Before I start this, I'm going to present myself. My name is Judith Romera. I work in the City Promotion Department of Barcelona City Council. And we are, in this session, we have 4 people. Monica, that has already introduced, myself, Judith, Cohen and Consuelo. They will be introduced later, okay? And the session today is structured in 2 parts. The first part is a presentation about the International Welcome Desk, and then a talk with our invited guests, okay? But before starting on the International Welcome Desk, I would like to do a brief survey. And I want you to raise your hand. How many of you have heard about the International Welcome Desk? Anyone? Okay. And any of us, of you, have used the Welcome Desk? Only 2? 3, okay. Okay. So let's start. Let's know what's the Welcome Desk. What it is? Well, it's the official support service for international talent that wants to come to work and live in Barcelona, or the people who had recently arrived. Okay, how many of you has recently arrived in the city? Okay, quite a lot. Okay. Who is this for? This is the profiles. Is aimed, this project, this service is for people that wants to invest in the city, people who come to create a company innovative, creating jobs, the people who come to do research in universities, in centers, in companies, the highly qualified professionals arriving in companies, in startups, and also university students. That are the key target groups, okay? And these are the groups that are covered by a specific law, a Spanish law, that creates a fast track to enter in the country, okay? There's the immigration law, the immigration procedures that sometimes are tough, but there's a specific law that is called the entrepreneur's law that creates a fast track, and these are the profiles that can benefit from this law, okay? So it's a personalized attention to new international citizens. If you have been living in Barcelona for 3, 4, 5 years, you are not considered a newcomer. You are already a citizen, so you can go to any of the offices for the citizens. So the welcome desk is to help people who wants to arrive, or people that just recently arrived, like many of you, okay? It's not a service also for companies, like for gestoria, for lawyers, firm. We want to help directly to people, to citizens, okay? What can we offer in this service? What kind of support we can give? Basically, 3 things. One is information. When you arrive to a new city, you have a lot of doubts. First, maybe you need to do all the procedures to have the NIE, to have your visa or your permit to stay here. You need to, as I said, the empadronament, to register in the city, which is not easy. You have to rent an apartment. You have to access to healthcare. Maybe you come with children, and how about registering to school? so many, maybe you are coming to set up your own business, so maybe you need help because the city has services to help you to do your business plan. So we give information on all these practical things when you land in the city, okay? Also, depending on the specific cases, we can offer expert advice, specialized support, especially in immigration formalities, which is the most difficult things, also work regulations and taxes, okay? It's only affairs as advice. Of course, if it's a lot of work, you need to go to a company, to a lawyer, etc. But we help you in your arrival. And then, also very important, formalities. We do some procedures we can be done in the office. But of course, empadronament, which is the city registration. We can also register your pet if you are coming with your pet from another country. This is a compulsory procedure in Barcelona to register all the pets. Also, we can get for you the digital certificate, so you can do some relationship with companies or administrations. Others are more not that important, like the public library user card. This is free and it helps you to connect with the cultural activity in the city and to get discounts in leisure activities. So this is something that we can do. So this is the procedures we can carry out, but we help you with others that are not our competence, but we help you, we accompany you how to do it, okay? And how is done? I'm not the person helping you. I only doing the presentation. These are specialized staff, informative people, and they can do it in person, face to face, in an office that we have in Barcelona, in 22 district, in this address. But also we can do it online. So even people that are preparing the moving to Barcelona, they can arrange a meeting and they can get support, maybe, I don't know, in New York before coming in Barcelona to check doubts or resolve problems, okay? The languages are English, of course, Catalan and Spanish, the local languages, but part of the team also speak French and Arabic. We don't put it on the website because not all the team speaks those languages, but so we can give this support especially in English, okay? What you need to do, an appointment. There's a form that you have to complete. In that way, you explain your situation. Everyone is different. You come with family or not. You have one project. So you need to complete the form, and then the staff receive the request and give you an appointment, whether, as I said, face-to-face, if you're already here, or by video conference. And you can, it's confidential, and you get the response of your questions, okay? And that's it. I wanted to tell you that this is a service of Barcelona City Council. It's a municipal service, but it's a service that is involved different departments. Barcelona Activa, that maybe you know, is the local development agency. Also the department that gives all the information to citizens, the Department of Citizen Information and Support, and also City Promotion Department. So it's a big project, but also we have key stakeholders that help us, like the government of Spain with the delegation here in Catalonia, a non-profit civic association, Barcelona Global, and the business association 22 Network, okay? Also, it's a project in Barcelona Fácil program that the aim is to carry out all the procedures and relationship with the people, citizens, and companies to the company, make that easier. Okay. And that's it. I wanted to let you know that this project, this service was launched at the end of last year. So very soon we are going to celebrate its first anniversary. And so far we are very happy because we seen that the people that has used the server are satisfied. We have more than 500 people that have used the service, and that's it. That's the theory. That's what the presentation. And now I want to give the floor to Monica and to see the practice. Okay.
Hi everyone, let me introduce our guest users, okay, Consuelo and Kun. Okay, Consuelo is a postdoc researcher at IBE, the Barcelona Institute of International Studies, whilst Kun is head of investment at Barcelona and Partners, which is a public-private agency for attracting foreign investment in Barcelona. They just met each other 10 minutes ago, more or less, and they don't know they have things in common, okay? They are both in their early 40s. I won't tell you the age, okay? And they have both lived in Belgium. Koen is from Belgium, whilst Consuelo is from Chile, okay? Between the two, they have lived in 7 different countries, including China, Germany, Scotland, England, Belgium, Chile, and Spain now, okay? And they arrived not much time ago. Koen arrived in March, so he's enjoying life, I hope. Getting used to the city, nice job, okay? Family here. And Consuelo just arrived the beginning of October, and she's under a lot of pressure to find an apartment in Barcelona, okay? Each time I was calling her to speak about this talk, she was visiting an apartment, so I can talk, Monica. I'm about visiting an apartment, or I'm at the bank. I can talk right now. So this is just to tell you that they are an example of users of this international welcome desk. And I'll be asking them about their experience in Barcelona, okay? So thank you very much for accepting this invitation. I'll be launching you questions and you answer as you prefer, okay? Why did you decide to come to Barcelona? It was for personal or professional reasons, okay?
So for me, it was just it wasn't really something that I thought before, but since I'm an academic, I work in an academic environment, moving, it's a thing. And when I was offered a job in Barcelona, I thought, okay, that's the city where I would like to live. And that's why I moved here. So it's personal reasons and also career reasons, yes.
My journey is maybe slightly different. We were living in London for about 12 years. And so in a way, we felt like we've done everything in London, and also we were really sick of the weather in London. Because anyone who's lived in a country like England, you know, for example, if you want to make plans for the weekend, you have to wait until Thursday, Friday before you know if you could go out on the weekend, or you have to stay at home because it's raining. And the other reason for myself was because I'm from Belgium. And I think especially during the pandemic, it was a big shock when suddenly the border closed between the European Union and the United Kingdom, which meant that unless I had a very good reason or traveled without permission, I couldn't go back to see my parents who were living in Belgium. And so I really wanted to move back into the European Union as well, which was very important. And so we were looking for what is our next home, and we wanted somewhere warm in the EU, with the sea, with the beach, with a thriving city economy. And actually, there are not that many places in the EU, and Barcelona, you know, it has it all. It has the sea, it has the mountains, it has culture, it has the lifestyle, and it also has a kind of a very dynamic and vibrant business ecosystem as well. So we came here 1 year ago in October to confirm that we wanted to live here, and then we made a decision, and half a year later here we were.
Which has been the easiest? Okay, the easiest things for you in arriving in Barcelona?
So I guess before coming here, I lived for a year in Belgium. I'm from Chile, and if you're from Latin America, paperwork it's usually very difficult. In Belgium, they made it even more difficult for me in terms of visas and all the process. But here it was a lot easier, and I also had the help from the university, from the institute where I'm working at the moment, and they showed me this welcome office, and I had a friend who was trying to make an appointment for the empadronamiento, so the registration, and she said, no, until the end of November. And I thought, okay, no, that's just not good. But then, I had the chance of having an appointment really easy, quickly. Next day, I had the appointment with the welcome desk, and the day after I got my empadronamiento done, so actually now I can have access to health and to a few more things, and to also get my DA card. So it's been very, very useful for me in that sense. So that's been easy.
The most difficult thing and the easiest one when you're arriving in the city?
Well, I think the most easiest one, I think we will get to it, was everything happened because of the international welcome desk. So we could keep that for the next question. That's why it was all very easy, I think, for me. I think the most challenging thing might be kind of moving to a place where there's maybe a lot of government services are not very digital. And a lot of the companies that offer services also are not very digital either. So I think that's been kind of the most difficult, kind of the change of the mindset, for example, that you often have to go to places face to face, you have to make appointments for things. And I think that's kind of the thing that's been the most difficult for me to change.
It could be worse. But now the welcome desk can offer you the digital certificate, so you'll be able to deal digitally with administrations. Be offering something at the welcome desk that we are not currently offering. Are you missing something at the welcome desk? Should we be offering something that we are not currently offering?
So I think that we all know that it's difficult to find a place to live, and I think that that maybe could be something that it could be facilitated by the welcome desk. Basically, because you come here with this talent visa, but then you're waiting for weeks to be able to start working actually and focusing on work if it's so difficult to find a place to live. So I think that if there's anything to facilitate that in any way, it could be very useful. So, but yeah, not sure how feasible that is, but that would be my take on that.
I think for me, I would say, I mean, first of all, I think the welcome desk does a great job. They've made it definitely very easy. For me, I mean, it is slightly easier for me to move here because I'm a European citizen. So there are certain advantages to that. But I remember when we arrived the first week, we already had an appointment because I got in touch before we moved here, and we got so much information. And then by the next week, because we'd found a flat, we could do the padron registration. We got our pet registered. I got my library card registered. So there were a lot of things that I felt like in a very short space of time I was able to do. I think a lot of the things are also out of the hands of the welcome desk. A lot of things the Spanish government has to do. So, of course, some things could be better. I don't know. I think maybe, for example, if when people arrive, maybe you can get a sponsorship deal with a mobile phone company, and everyone gets a SIM card, for example, so that we'd be able to use. Because that was also something I wanted to get a contract for a SIM card. But they said, oh, we only give you the contract for the SIM card if you also get your home Wi-Fi. But because the Wi-Fi is included where we stay, we couldn't do that. So I was going around. In the end of the day, I got it with Orange, but that was a bit of a challenge as well. And then, I don't know, because I didn't ask for it, but maybe you could have helped me. I got help somewhere else with the bank account. At the end of the day, I got it through my job, but I think because those are kind of the things that everyone needs. No, you need a mobile phone number, you need the bank account, and you need a place to stay. Those kind of things. I think those kind of very practical things for people when they arrive.
We are taking note about that. You're right, it's important. We are in the way of offering bank support. We already spoke with a few banks, and we will be offering information about bank accounts for newcomers in the city. So, thank you. So my final question before opening this to other questions from the audience is, are you looking to stay in Barcelona for long, or you are just enjoying the city and what happens. We will see. Do you have any professional plans in Barcelona? Prefer to see Barcelona as a stop in your trajectory, professional or personal?
I think I heard half of the question, but yes, I would love to stay here. So far, the only problem I've had it's the housing situation. But I think it's a fascinating city. When I arrived, I immediately went to a concert. So I'm all for staying here. Definitely, yeah.
For me, yes, definitely here, kind of for the long run. I think, Barcelona, as I said, I think already, Barcelona, it's kind of a city that has it all. It has the culture, it has the nice environment, it has there's a lot of outdoor activities. You can have a really nice lifestyle here, but you also have a lot of career opportunities. So yes, kind of definitely here for the mid to long run. Of course, well, you never know. I spent my 20s in China and then 30s in London and then now my 40s in Barcelona. So well, I guess let's see if Barcelona can keep me here.
So, as my colleague Judith said, if you want to make a request for the welcome desk, you just go into bcn.cat/welcome desk. You'll find a request a survey, and just fill it, and we will be contacting you before 48 hours, okay, with information, advice, and help you with procedures in the city. And thank you very much for attending this talk. No?
Don't be shy. The International Welcome Desk is to help you landing. So many people here, you tell us that you raise your hand, you have recently arrived. So you have problems, questions about the city, the staff in Welcome Desk is to help you with procedures, to help you with maybe problems with renting an apartment or information about the schools, you have children, or utilities, whatever thing we can try to help. Of course, we cannot resolve everything, but we do our best to facilitate your landing, okay, and also to connect with the resources of the city. That's why we have organized also this event today, to give resources, both public and public, in this fair. From the official side, the welcome desk is a city council, so we cannot give, you go to this bank or to the other, because we have to be neutral, but we can give objective support and advice, so you can choose your bank or you choose your lawyer or your providers. But we try to give objective information, practical information for you to start your new life in Barcelona. Well, of course, we didn't say it. This was my fault. This is free of charge. The service is from the city council and it's free of charge. It's only to facilitate the arrival of international people in our city. Okay. Any doubts? Don't miss the opportunity. If you have questions, you can also go to the stand of Barcelona Activa City Council, Ayuntamiento de Barcelona, and we can also give you, I can move. We can also get this flyer that I think you have in your bag in the entrance. So this is the information of the welcome desk, okay? So that's it. I think if you don't have questions, thank you so much.